Hello. Now we are ready to do some exercises from our book 10, 4th edition, Applied Mathematics for the Managerial Life and Social Sciences. These exercises are even number problem at the end of each section, and hopefully that would help everybody understand the material a little bit better. With the other CDs and the DVDs we have, I think we cover all typical problems that you would face at the end of each section. If you look at the slide here, these are the problems from each section we are going to do. From section 1.1, exercise 38 and 50, 1.3, 1.4, all the way to 1.9. Some sections we do more, some sections we do less. Again, I'm trying to cover all the bases and all the different types of problem you may have. If you're ready, we go ahead and start with section 1.2, problem number 38. Before, let me get something here for you to study. Before we start doing the problems, I want you to make sure that you understand section 1.1 in your book, section 1.1, on page 4, table 2, page 5, table 3, and page 5, table 5. These are some of the rules and properties for real number. I want you to make sure you understand these rules and the properties. Again, these are the whole chapter is basically a review of algebra, the stuff you already had in earlier courses in algebra or in high school classes you have had before. So you need to understand these properties and rules for real number before you get started. Now we go to section 1.2. Problem number 38. If you read the instruction on top of page 14, it says perform the indicated operations and simplify. Problem number 38 says 3r plus 4s multiplied by 3r minus 4s. Now, under special products in table 6, you have special product that says a plus b times a minus b equals a squared minus b squared. Now, if you apply this logic, and you would say this 3r is the same as a, 4s is the same as b. So 3r, a, 4s, b. Based on this special product rule, this problem would be 3r squared minus 4s squared, which is equal to 3r squared is 9r squared, and 4s squared would be 16s squared. And that's the answer to this problem, 9r squared minus 16s squared. So these are basically the steps you have to take to do this problem. Now let's look at an application problem in this section. Problem number 50. It's a manufacturing profits. It says a manufacturer of tennis rackets find that the total cost of manufacturing X rackets, those are the number of rackets, per day is given by, so we say cost is basically equal to 0.0001 x squared plus 4x plus $400. Each racket can be sold at the price of P dollars, where P is equal to, so P stands for price, minus 0.0004 x plus 10. The problem asks you to find an expression given the daily profit for manufacturing, assuming that all rackets manufactured can be sold. And the problem gives you a hint that says total revenue is given by total number of rackets sold multiplied by the price, and the profit is given by revenue minus cost. So profit equal revenue minus cost, and revenue itself is equal to price times quantity, which we are using the symbol X for it. So first we have to find the revenue. Price is given up here, so minus 0.004x plus 10 multiplied by quantity. Quantity is X. So therefore revenue would be equal to minus 0.0004x squared plus 10x. Okay. Now, since we know profit is calculated by subtracting cost from revenue, so we can go ahead and say profit is equal to revenue, just shown here, and it's the same thing, or this one here, minus 0.0004 x squared plus 10x minus the cost. Cost is given up right here. So that's minus 0.0001 x squared plus 4x plus 400. If you simplify, equal to minus 0.0004 x squared plus 10x minus 0.0001 x squared minus 4x minus 400. Therefore, profit equal to, now here I have minus 0.004 x squared minus 0.001. So that would give me minus 0.0005 h squared. Here I have 10x minus 4x. That gives me plus 6x. And finally, minus 400. This is how you express profit. That's the answer to this problem.